family was able to stay together in El Paso while my son received therapy was such a huge blessing to us.
White car comes by, and a man is hanging out the window with a gun in his hand pointing at a truck. I heard a shot.
How long do you think you're gonna have to do?
It doesn't turn on. The last time they were out here, it was a couple of months ago. They got it to work, but the water still stayed here for over a day and a half.
They say these barricades, the deep potholes in the ground, and the broken pavement are just making it too dangerous for drivers to pass through this area.
Well, Adrian, in just 8 months, this construction site will be transformed into a brand new baseball stadium. We've been tracking that progress week to week. So when news spread that owners of the team made a move for a backup plan, some were surprised.
You can probably tell how big this sinkhole was. It has already been covered by dirt by some of the workers. They tell us they were called right after 11 after some shocked drivers reported that the ground and the road was literally broken.
First, the city came to the museum and told them to move out of this front building here because an interested business wanted to move in, a coffee shop. So they packed up their things and moved everything into this main room. But then the city put the leasing sign back out up front. No coffee shop to be found. And now they're told they have to move out of this building too.
To think that prehistoric animals walked the same grounds that we stand on today is incredible, perhaps even magical. But paleontologists say you better believe it's true. They've spent some time digging up an animal so special you'd only be able to see it come to life in the movies. More than 100 miles away from El Paso, smack dab in the middle of a New Mexican desert, lies a great big body of water, sandy beaches, and miles of trails. A place where friends and families come to play and children spend their summer days. But we're here on a journey of a different kind to see a treasure so valuable, so rare, and so ancient, it's like striking gold.
So they discovered an ancient mastodon, fossil mastodon, which is an elephant relative. We're looking at something that's 3 million years old here, so it's a different kind of a mastodon, and the name Stegomastodon is the scientific name.
If it weren't for a group of friends celebrating a bachelor party at the butte, the bones may have never been discovered. Antonio Gradias and his pals were helping a man who got his truck buried in the sand when, much to their surprise, they stumbled upon the skull of a Stegomastodon.
As we're coming back down the shore, I see something in the ground.
I think it's pretty crazy considering when they built the dam, they never discovered anything like that. So the fact that they dug it up now and that it was just a bunch of kids out having fun is pretty awesome. I think it's very cool.
Paleontologists say the bones have likely been underwater for centuries, just now exposed as the lake dries up.
It's very exciting because we do find fragments of fossils, and they're known to occur up and down the Rio Grande. But something this complete makes it a very important scientific discovery.
Security now surrounds the site 24/7, and until the excavation's complete, the public is being kept away. Paleontologists hope to find more prehistoric bones in the area.
To have a find like this is extraordinary. It's wonderful, especially it's right in our backyard.
Making the search all the more alluring. Paleontologists should have this fossil dug up by the end of today. It'll take about 3 to 4 months to clean it up, and that's when they'll put it on display at a museum. Reporting from Elephant Butte, Anusha Rasta, News Channel 9.
For the past 21 years in El Paso during the Christmas holiday, hundreds of community volunteers come together with members of El Paso's Centro de Salud Familia La Fe to prepare for an annual holiday tradition in the city. It's a time when Scenic Drive in El Paso becomes even more scenic when it is lined with thousands of luminarias.
To me, as a member of La Fe, it's our way of saying thank you to the community for their support, for their understanding, and for helping our people.
The day starts early when Jorge and the rest of the volunteers begin to put sand in thousands of small brown paper bags and place the candle inside to create the luminarias.
There you go.
They also build a nativity scene for all El Pasoans to enjoy. And after several hours of hard work, this is the result. El Paso's scenic drive comes to life.
There's something beautiful about the dark night sky and 4,000 glowing lights guiding your way. You can't ask for more than that.
Luminarias first appeared around the 16th century as a Spanish tradition of lighting bonfires along the roads and churchyards to guide people to midnight mass on the final night of Las Posadas. The Night of Las Posadas is a reenactment of the story of Mary and Joseph's search for lodging in Bethlehem. And as you can see, borderland residents come out in full force to enjoy the sights and the sounds as they make their way across Scenic Drive. In exchange, organizers with LaFay ask residents to donate canned goods. That food is then put into holiday gift baskets and distributed to families in need. So for everyone involved, from the volunteers to the families who take time each Christmas holiday to slowly drive along Scenic Drive for the annual Luminaria lighting, it's a night when they can make a difference.
This is what fills your heart, this is what gets it going, and this is what reminds you what Christmas is really all about and should be about.
So it's a great way to share good health, good spirit, and the spirit of giving.
Noreen Jaramillo, News Channel 9.
Anusha Rosto joins us now live from Clint with the details. Anusha, a lot of farmers there have been waiting for that water to arrive for quite some time now, huh?
Adrian, that's right. Now, most years, water is already flowing from the Rio Grande into canals like this one in Clint. But for the second year in a row, the release from the Elephant Butte Reservoir was delayed by 3 months by the end of May because of the drought and the low snowpack in the mountains. Now, the water was released from Elephant Butte Lake last Sunday, finally arrived to El Paso yesterday afternoon. Now, it begins as snow melt in the mountains of southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. Once the water reaches Elephant Butte, experts say it takes about 5 to 7 days for the water to get to El Paso County. Now, the water is normally released from the dams in March. The release this year was late, which means farmers have less time and less water to irrigate their crops. The uncertainty puts pressure on production and on county water officials to make sure they can supply people with enough water.
It poses a worry for us because are we able to provide the water that the farmer needs or that the city of El Paso needs? Or, you know, do my employees have a job? Are they at risk of being laid off because of short water? There's all kinds of risks.
Farmers will have enough water to irrigate their crops for 3 months starting in June until August. Now, despite this year's late release, water officials tell me we have double the amount of water this year than we had last year, which was the worst irrigation season in El Paso County history. Reporting live from Clint, Anusha Rosta, News Channel 9.